Okay. Oh, this is what I was going to talk about earlier when we were talking about Mars, right? This was my other half of my Mars talk. So we know how, we had that Mars, what was it? 4.5 billion years ago, Mars had like 300-meter deep oceans. Well, where did all that water go? Martian dust storms parched the planet by driving water into space. Orbiters spy potential ongoing planetary death spiral. This is very interesting. So, Martian dust storms are common, but every decade, a monstrous one goes global, veiling the planet, completely covering it. So 2 years ago, Mars was completely veiled by this dust storm. Look at that. Look at that picture. That not insane? I mean, first of all, the fact that we can get pictures like this of a planet, of Mars is insane. But look at that. Look at that dust storm. So there's global massive dust storms, okay? And we just read this, that water flowed billions of years ago. We definitely just read that. And now here it is. So what happened to all that water? So most of it must have somehow escaped to space, yet researchers thought water vapor could not travel high into the frigid thin atmosphere without condensing into snow and falling back into surface. They didn't think that. But then what they're finding out is that churning dust storms may, in effect, pump water into space. These escape processes are an effective way to make Mars dry. So it's pretty wild. If you look into this article, let's see here. The only plausible source for hydrogen was water. Yeah, so they observed that there's a lot of loss here. How the dust-driven destruction operated on Mars is anyone's guess, so they don't know how it happened. Could be recent or could have been key to drying out the planet billions of years ago. They do not know, which I find fascinating that they don't know how long ago. Like, what if it's like 10,000 years ago, Mars was like, maybe, I guess obviously they know more than that, but what if it had like water and whatever not that long ago? They don't know. Maybe you fall off a cliff and get this seasonal and dust-driven loss. The ads could be, what Maven is witnessing now could be the end of the planetary death spiral. So it's stopping. Here we go. Researchers believe the planet once had a protective magnetic field that failed early in its history, allowing the solar wind to penetrate deeper into the atmosphere. Where global dust storms. Yeah, I remember playing these games, right? When you play, Universe Simulator, you can actually, if you remove the magnetic shield, you remove shielding, you will see the solar wind blow off matter and water especially. And then also, if you spin the planet faster, you'll see that, right? If you give the planet a spin, it's kind of like, if you think about taking a sponge and whipping it around, right? All the water will kind of come out. Kind of like that too. On that game, that is. Yeah, so anyways, very cool. So, we might be on the verge of finding out what the heck happened to Mars. It would be nice to know what happened to Venus also.